Boll and Walter Boll in our daily special podcast, Uwe Boll Raw Child Raw Special. So Walti, on Tuesday, the people in America need to vote again. Who will win, Donald Trump or Joe Biden? Who will win that election, Walter?
Donald Trump will lose.
Good. Perfect. Walter, I'm so proud of you. So, what is today? What day is today?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. And we go in Germany trick-or-treating. What costume you have? You have to actually run and get your costume quick. So, he brings his special costume, what is actually horrific. I have to put my lunch plate out of the frame to make it more believable that I'm starving, that I'm a starving artist, right? And that was it. Nobody ever came back. Look, I have a thing that is actually interesting. It's just a neck thing with a sticker, and it keeps in the winter because I have always neck headache because I have a C6 titanium disc in from my boxing career, where a guy almost ripped my head off in a training session, and then with all the sparrings and everything and fighting, I had to remove that disc. And you know where that disc slipped? At the Jurassic Park ride in the Universal theme park in LA. The moment it came all the way up and Tyrannosaurus Rex wanted to get me and we were falling down, the next moment when I got out of the thing, I had like my arm almost numb. And that ended up weeks and weeks later when I was back in Germany. I went and got an X-ray done and a CT, and that disc was completely crashed. So I think it was a little broken before, and then it was completely in that moment of slashing into the water, crashed, and I had to go, and that had to get completely replaced by a titanium disc. Walty! Okay, you can also put it on in front of the camera. So Germany on Monday starts the next lockdown. All restaurants closed, pools, gyms, saunas, massage studios, bars, discos, and all the other stuff. What was almost bankrupt now. 4 more weeks of shutdown because we're here now also on 20,000 cases a day. France on 50,000, Spain on 50,000. The difference in Europe is there was a huge dent after the first shutdown over the whole summer, and the numbers went back up beginning of October. That shows the pandemic needs 1 month to completely spiral out of control again. So what means, with other words also, if we do now the 4 weeks shutdown but schools stay open, the question is what will happen beginning of December. So I would say around Christmas time there will be the next disastrous situation, you know, where we have a total pandemic peak again. Look, US never flattened the curve or anything. They basically had constant 50,000 people a day, between 30 and 60,000 constant for like 10 months. But now they're peaking, it's getting colder, and people have the normal flu, and then they're getting this flu, etc., etc. And in US we're almost on 100,000 cases with 1,000 people dead per day. In Germany, the dead per day are around 50 to 60 a day right now. What is still high, you know, it's not the normal flu death rate or whatever, but it's at the same time, it is what it is. The stock market went down, businesses are shutting down, and they're printing money to save all the businesses on the decline, you know. So, but even more important is the US election on Tuesday. That was a joke. There's nothing more important as it. But Mike Tyson is boxing again against Roy Jones Jr. It will be a massive fight, a very interesting one. And the crazy one is 2 very old grandparents, totally buffered up, trained like crazy. shaming everybody else who's over 50 and doesn't have a six-pack anymore. And so here comes my prediction for this. Tyson will be in the beginning very explosive, and he's a hard puncher. He could knock out Roy Jones with one hit, basically. If he has a lucky punch, he will be victorious. I don't think Tyson has the cardio for more as 2 rounds. And if Roy Jones can stay away from him, Roy Jones is the better technician, right? He has good jab and so on. He was a genius boxer, till he also boxed too long, and then he got knocked out and knocked out and knocked out, similar to Tyson. And yeah, that would be the end. If he can basically get away from Tyson for 2 rounds, maximum 3 rounds, he can completely start picking him apart. I think Tyson will have to give up in round 4 or 5, because there's no way that the cardio can do it. Walty, you can actually just show the costume to the camera.
2,000 years later.
Come.
Surviving!
Wow! Look at this! Oh my god. It's the worst. Show your weapon. If he goes in front of your house and says,
Happy Halloween.
and
Trick or treat.
Trick
Smell
or-
my feet.
yeah, smell my
Give me
feet.
something good to eat.
Yeah. I think you will give him not only treats, you will give him your wallet additional, because it's so scary that the people will just like throw the credit card.
What do you mean, brother?
If people open the door, right? Because of Corona, a lot of people will just block the doors and not open. But if I have a guy like this in front of me, Walter, I would be scared and hiding behind the curtain. I would actually not do
Well,
it.
speak yourself to a guy at school. He
Yeah.
had like a giant megaton.
The tongue comes up. Here, look, your weapon. I only want to show your weapon for 1 second. And look what is written a little here on the weapon. Here is made in China. Of course it's made in China. Everything gets made in China today.
Yes, I know. It's China.
But what you were made in China too? Nah, you're not. He's an original, you know. But it's crazy, right? So that without China, there would be no more plastic production on the planet Earth. Okay, Walty, I have to finish our video, and we can continue with the video after Halloween, and we show how much treats we actually collected.
You know the camera's so
So for now, bring one of your books. I want to show the audience what kind of homework you have to do. Bring one of the books here. Come here. I show it. No, I want to show it.
First,
Oh, he's closing my blinds. So slowly, we, like vampires we are, dissolving into the darkness in the video. I do the original Roger Corman music or Ed Wood music. Tim Burton could never did it better as me. He could save the whole orchestra score if he would just hire me for the music, right? Camera's slowly moving around. Walter, look, the camera's coming to you. No, I think there's a monster behind the... Wo bist du? Look, perfect production. Better as Blair Witch Project, to be honest, right? Or all that stupid found footage shit movies ever made. I could easily do it here on my normal computer without ever leaving my desk. Look, if I do it again, it gets more creepy by the minute. Wait. Look what I'm doing it now, but this time you have to peek over. Look. Oh, the ghost is gone.
had great big titties and a nice round ass, and everybody in the class would pass the ass around just like a beach ball. And we all knew the bitch was on call 24/7. She took a break at 11. Used to fuck this guy named Kevin, who used to pay for the pussy. And the only reason why is the brother had no juice, see?